be selfish with your time. You should be selfish with your energy. You should be selfish with your ideas. Um, Saying no to the noise is big for me. Saying no to the naysayers is big for me. Um, it's just when you go through different times and patches and the people you think are there for you and the people you think are cheering for you are sometimes not. Not every idea has to be shared. Not every thought has to be mentioned. Learn to say no to things that come up against your not only your beliefs, morally, physically, spiritually, anything that comes up against you, say no to it. That may include saying no to your friends. That may include saying no to your family members. That may include saying no to yourself sometimes. We can be our biggest critic. When it comes to balancing, you have to understand totem pole what's important. That's
Mhm,
always been a big thing for me. Totem pole what's important at the top of your day. You
mhm.
have to see, even though we may think we can remember it all, we can know it all, I have it down. Having a calendar and a to do list is the best way I've learned to stay balanced.
It's the
Advice.
best way that you learn to stay balanced. Now, when I said that Tyler has a lot going on, guys, listen, he's a mogul. He is definitely a mogul. Some
Shout
people
out
would
to
say
God.
serial entrepreneur, but I think personally you have surpassed the serial entrepreneur because the mogul to me means that you're very diverse. Your interests are not aligned in one specific area. You go from Tyler the celebrity promotional events and working with youth to being a brand ambassador to owning your own spa. I mean, you are multifaceted. So let can we say that? Can
God
we
is good
just
to
say
me.
that?
God is so
Okay.
good to me.
So being a multifaceted individual, how do you choose projects and opportunities that are right for you? Because I think a lot of people want to say yes to be busy. And then I think they say yes to be accepted. I think they say yes because they feel like it's the right thing for them to do because it may open another door of opportunity for them. But saying no to things that's not aligned for you, with your vision, with your purpose and your plan, it may come along with a lot of people feeling some type of way. So that's why I want to propose this question and ask, what does that look like for you?
Hey, what's the question again?
When
I'm
we're
trying.
talking about opportunities, how do you choose which
Okay.
opportunities are right for you? Because I'm sure a lot of people come to you, you're an influencer. You're well known, your popularity surpasses beyond, our town of Tampa. It's global. Your phenomenon on the
Thank you for
internet.
that. I received that so much. Thank you so much for these flowers.
Oh, you're so
Um,
welcome.
what feels right to me? I go in the season of, we're gonna call it cash grabbing. In the season of cash grabbing, I grabbed every opportunity that was presented to me. Um, how did that pan out for me? That's basically, I mean, relative to who you're asking. I think it panned out pretty well until the very end when my worth surpassed my vision.
Mm,
Um, I suffered from imposter syndrome and I'm growing out of it now. I don't know if that is me. I know it's me trying to stay on the ground, but in recent in recent teachings, I've learned that sometimes humbleness isn't the answer. Um,
mm,
Sometimes if it doesn't feel right, don't take it. You have to understand that you are the brand. I am the brand. I am the influence. You come to me. You came to me. I have to understand, like, does this align? Is this indicative to who I am?
mm.
Is this does this speak to my brand? For me, I put my kids first. My kids meaning the school that I have adopted. Sulphur Springs Elementary. Shout out to Oh, shout out to Suffer Springs, Miss Upson's class, I love you. Um, if it I look at them, they're looking up to me. I've always been a pillar in the youth community, so I want to make sure that what I do reflects a positive image to them. Saying no to what doesn't feel right is the best thing for someone to do, even when you're searching for opportunity, when you're searching for a yes, take time and think, and if it feels right, go for it.
And if it
You
feels
miss
right, go
you
for
miss
it.
all the shots you don't. You miss 100% of the shots you do not take. I think that was Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
something like.
Something like that. I want to talk about imposter syndrome because I think people suffer from imposter syndrome more than they would like to admit. And then I think I am safe to say that many may not even understand imposter syndrome for what it is to even look further and examine themselves to identify if they are experiencing it. It's a syndrome for a reason. So, I want
Mhm.
to talk a little bit more. I want you to elaborate more because you stated that you suffered from it. So, again, Wake Up Your Millions is about bringing prominent men and women um on the show so I can interview them and we can learn from them, that we can glean from their knowledge and their wisdom. So, in doing so, we are going to cover different things, different topics, different subjects because it's all about learning. It's all about what you don't know and what you need to know. So
Correct.
let's talk about imposter syndrome. And you don't have to go in depth, but I do want to cover the surface of what it looks like and what it may feel like and what the audience may be experiencing that will
Mhm.
cause them to have to, look deep within themselves and do a quick examination and pivot or shift or whatever it is that they need to do. Because I
So,
myself suffer from it too in the past.
it's one thing we have to be real with ourselves.
Mhm.
You have to look in the mirror and understand that when I wake up, when I go to bed, this is who I am. No
Right.
matter what face I put on, because I am very one to talk about your poker face. Always keep it clean, always keep it concise. That's a
Right.
whole nother topic within itself. But when you go to bed at night, you're going to bed with you.
Mhm.
Look inside you because we are our biggest blockage, not people. People aren't our biggest blockage. Time is our biggest blockage. Our job isn't. These kids aren't.
Right.
etc. Our biggest blockage is ourselves because we do not know how to free ourselves from the past.
Right.
The past shackles us in many different ways, whether you want to admit it or not, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. It shackles you. So when you're building and you're growing and you're waking up your millions, you're waking up yourself, you start to be exposed to different. You start to look at the influencers. You start to gravitate towards someone you would like to be and who you would like to look like and the things you would like to have. And then you come back at night and sit in your bed and realize I don't have these things. That's going to do one of two things: motivate you or start you, or I don't know, motivate you, or it's going to,
Stir
I
up
don't want to
doubting
call it
you.
doubt. It's going to motivate you or doubt you.
Mhm.
Um, you have to always understand that those people started from where you are today.
Right.
They started from where you are yesterday. It does not happen overnight. It does not happen by chance. I am big on, we're going to stay on imposter syndrome because, I'll keep moving. Knowing who you, the definition of imposter syndrome is believe that they are undeserving of their achievements and the high self esteem in which they are, in fact, generally held.
Right.
How did I suffer from that? I really believe I'm just Tyler from the block. I feel like I'm Tyler from around the way. I'm Tyler from school. I'm Tyler from here. I'm just me. But when the show's on, the show's on. I don't really care what it looks like to you,
Right.
because if it looks like anything else than what it is, keep it. Because this is the image I'm putting out of myself. This is the
Right.
image I know for me to be. And this took me saying, what is Tyler like? What does he dislike? How do I want to be valued? How do I want to be addressed? How do I want to dress? These things, when you dig into you, these things matter, but the minute you don't have them, or the plan falls through, or it takes longer, or someone you feel like passes you, it sets in like, damn, am I really working hard?
Right.
Am I really doing enough? Just because you started the idea, you're doing more than 70% of the people today.
Right.
You getting, let's just say, getting a logo, you're 10% further. Getting a business consultant, you're 10% further. Getting on interviews and streams and speaking out, you're a little bit further. Coming from, I never looked at those moments because I just ran and ran and ran. I
Right.
don't care what's behind me. I Not that I don't care. I'm not looking at that because it's what next, Tyler? What next, Tyler? And this what next, Tyler has caused me to be in a place of imposter syndrome, because it's now like, here's a trophy, here's a trophy, here's a trophy, here's a trophy. And now sitting at 26 as a full adult, what do I do? I
Right.
did the college, did the business, did the this, did the charity, did what do I do now?
Right.
That's why I'm waking up my millions with you. What do
Yes.
we do next?
What
What's
do
the
we
next
do
venture?
next? What do we do next? So true, so true. Like you, I just feel like I'm just Angie, like the girl around the way, the girl from the block, like you. I'm the girl from the hood. I make no excuses for about where I come from. I don't pretend to be anybody else, but when it comes to self-celebrating, when it comes to the accolades, when it comes to my successes and my achievement, I'll be lying if I said I didn't hide behind a a wall, because sometimes
Okay.
you don't want to be seen. Sometimes you just want to do the work and get in and get out. I'm sorry. Sometimes
Do
because
you think that's a trauma response?
I
In
think it
your own
is.
season, in your season, not
Yeah.
an upcomer in your season.
Yeah. It
Okay.
definitely can be, especially when I wasn't always accepted. So my imposter syndrome is pretending to be okay with the lack of acceptance. I pretend to be okay with it when deep down I'm really sensitive towards it. Not that
Okay.
I need you to like me, but I do kind of feel like I want an explanation as to why, you know? When I
Yes.
and at the same time, I don't deserve it because you feel the way that you feel. And now I have gotten better with, I may fit in with you and I may be able to work around you. But at the end of the day, do I need you? And the answer is no. And that's the prescribed medication in which I had to give myself, is how badly do you need the people who reject you? How badly do you need the individuals who don't like you? How
Why
important?
do you feel
Mhm.
why do you feel we have this need to want to be accepted? When we transform and we are on the come up, let's call it a come up. We're on the come up. We're talking different. We're walking different. We're dressing different.
Right.
We're putting on a we doing it. Why do you feel as though we long for acceptance
I can
from
speak for myself. I think for me, it's when you are putting forth your best and you know that your best is selfless and you're giving to others and you are paving a way for others to follow, it's like, why isn't that acceptable to everyone? But then what I had to learn is that sometimes we offend people by our drive, by our ambition, by our determination, by our fearlessness, our courageousness, our tenacity, our ability to keep going. Sometimes that's offensive to people because they're trying to find, what outlet are you plugged into that allows you to do what you do? Because a lot of people don't, they are not connected to that type of power box.
Mhm.
That power box that recharges us, that refuels us, that repurposes us and replenishes us and puts us back in front of people after we have been, you know, hit with everything there is to be hit with. It becomes offensive to people. And I have learned that if good deeds offend people, you have to let them deal with that. It's not my responsibility to explain why good deeds um are affecting you in a negative way. That's just what I had to learn.
Mm.
And this is even when it comes to family. You will jump out of the house and you take off running and you begin to build the life that you want for yourself. Not everyone is going to be happy for you, not even your blood. They're not going to be happy for the things that you are doing. But again, does that mean that you slow down? Does that mean that you give up? Does that mean that you turn and go back? Hell no. That means you keep going. And
What is the
along the
best advice you would give someone at that present crossroad?
At that present crossroad, I would easily tell you it is not easy to be rejected. It takes a lot of strength to deal with rejection. It takes a lot of strength to deal with rejection. I don't know one person who's ever been denied access to someone they love or to someone they felt that they needed who did not feel the pain of it. But I
Mhm.
guarantee you, if you move in that pain, it will turn to purpose. It will turn into purpose. Just move in that pain and it'll
Why do
turn
you
to
feel as
purpose.
though why
The
why do
interview
you feel
has
as
switched audience. Tyler is
okay.
not interviewing me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No,
Back
it's
to
okay. It's waking up your millions. I believe in letting things flow. So go ahead, baby boy.
where do where do you see I'm trying to figure out how to word it. When you feel as though why you think pain births purpose?
Why do
Why
I think?
do you feel as though we have to go through the nail digging, the dirt digging, the scrutiny, the rejection? Why do you feel as though that is?
Well, let me first start by saying, let me identify who goes through that. The chosen ones. Not everybody goes through that. Come on, let's just keep it
Okay.
100. Only the
Okay.
chosen ones. Many are called, but only a few are chosen. You're not going to hear the same stories over and over again. You may hear similar stories, but they won't have the same outcomes. They won't have the same end results. And they definitely won't have the paths. So the chosen one, speaking to the chosen ones have to go through it. They have to go through it because we are the ones who go through the pain in order to be healed, to show people what it's like to be whole. We are the ones who start with nothing and work to build something so that we can show others that it can be done. We are the examples in the earth.
Okay.
So not everyone is going to go through it. The chosen ones will. Chosen ones don't have a choice. You're chosen before you even had an opportunity to choose. You just wake up and you know that there's greatness on the inside of you. You wake up and you know that you're called to do something great in the earth. You wake up and you don't settle. You wake up and you know that my presence is needed on earth. You wake up and you've already been gifted what's on the inside of you. There's a rumbling in your tummy and you're just like, listen, I don't know what this thing is, but I can't ignore it. I gotta go. I gotta see what's out there for me. And I can't worry about who I'm leaving behind. I gotta go. I gotta go.
Right.
So a lot of times we make this thing look easy, but it's also a lonely road because people will betray you, people will walk out on you, people will kiss you on your cheek, Judas, and then hand somebody the knife behind you. there's a lot of betrayal in this world in as a for the chosen. There's a lot of
Okay.
heartache for the chosen. And there's a lot of tough decisions that we have to make being chosen.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Being chosen. So, yeah, being chosen is
Fair.
not easy. It's not easy. And if you want to wake up your millions, you can choose to wake up your millions, but some of us didn't get a choice. Whether we make $1 million, surpass $1 million, make multi-million dollars, we still didn't have a choice. Either we're going to be miserable or we're going to get up and we're going to do we're going to manifest what's on the inside of us. And that's
At
why
what point
you're
do
on
you
the
feel like
show.
it's worth it?
That's what you say, baby boy.
I'm sorry. At what point do you feel like it's worth it? At what point is it worth it for the struggling entrepreneur, the struggling influencer, the struggling content creator, the struggling podcaster, creative, whatever? At what point do you feel like it's worth it? Like it's this, like, if that makes sense.
It makes all the sense. It becomes worth it the moment you say yes. You have to give God a yes. It's not even giving yourself a yes, it's giving God a yes, because He's the one with the purpose and plans that He has for us. So we sort of go in, they say you walk by faith and not by sight. So you kind of go in blindly, and
Mhm.
He begins to reveal things to you. There are things about me that I didn't even know that I possessed until I gave God a yes. God took a high school dropout, a teen mom, grew up in the projects, really poor. And the moment I said yes, and I'm sitting in judges' chambers, designing pilot programs, being called upon to show up and sit and speak among task force that's working with youth, being able to go into the jails and work with youth offenders, to work with social workers who serve, who work with underprivileged children and their families. Yes. Yes, that's worth it, like totally worth it. When I'm considered to be a resource or a source when it comes to children and families in poverty. There was a time where people didn't do anything without coming through Angelica, this little girl from College Hill, Florida, that not College Hill, Florida, but College Hill projects in Tampa, Florida, and nobody expected anything of me. But one day I gave God a yes. And when I gave God the yes, He turned my whole world around. He turned my entire world around. So from high school dropout teen mom to college grad to serial entrepreneur to author to speaker, it makes it all worth it. Like regardless of what I go through, regardless of what I've been through, even going through sickness the past 5 years, when you give God a yes, not even sickness hold you down. I just kept envisioning the day that I got up, the day that He healed me, the day that I take off running again. And it's evident because I came back and I'm just running the race. I picked up where I started, you know? And God had to tell me, you won't have to run this time. He said, grace will push you.
Deal.
You won't even have to run. So that's when that's what makes it worth it is the moment you give God a yes, not your yes, because we can't do it in our strength and in our power. And Tyler, you know this from experience.
Correct.
Some days you're going and going and going, and you look up and you go, how am I doing this?
Currently, that
How
is
did
my
I
current
do all of this?
that is my current state. So, I just recently been nominated for an award. My like first award, for the Vibes. Oh, thank you for the Vibes. Very important Black entrepreneur social. They have this
Mhm.
award ceremony, and I've been nominated for an award. In the very next day, I picked up a Good Molecules deal. Um, and I'm just
Oh,
doing it
wow.
and doing it. And then I sat in my bed literally 2 nights ago talking to my best friend and was like, am I okay? Like, is this becoming normal? Like, am I am I an influencer? Like, I'm very and another thing that we'll talk about off camera has happened too, but like, am I an influencer? Like, is this And then he's like, "Well, what does it feel like?" And I'm like, "It feels normal. Like,
Ooh,
it feels like I'm just doing what I do. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, award ceremony. Oh, you nominated. Thank you. Good
it
molecules. Oh,
feels
thank you.
normal. That's what you said. It feels
It feels normal.
normal. It's the normacy that someone chosen experience is totally different than someone else. Our normacy comes with a full calendar. It comes with conference calls, Zoom meetings,
Late
interviews.
responses to text messages.
Right.
Put off. Hey, it's been 3 months. I'm still here. You alive? All right, cool. See you later. It's
Right.
it's
It's totally different. Your normal is totally different than someone day to day. And I'm sure you've had people look at you and go, "How do you do it all? How?"
good question. Take it up with God. Take it up with God. Take it up with Jesus Christ, Mary. Take it up with Joseph. All them. Take it up with my grandma. Like take it up with the people before me. I don't know. I'm just here so I don't get fired. That's it. That's it. That's it. I'm just here so I do not get
Put
fired.
up with everybody, Mary, Joseph, Jesus.
Take it up with them. I'm just here, and I really, once I accepted and woke up my millions and said my yes, I really remember my prayer was to God, if this is what we're doing, let's do it. If this is what we're doing, let's do it. But how about this? Let's do it this way. I tried to control this. I tried to control the narrative. I tried to be the one leading. I'm thinking that I'm giving you the okay and the grace to lead me, but I'm really like, you said we doing what and going where? How about we do this? And then this turns into, well, I wish I would did that way. So my specific prayer for this year, for this season, and every season after is like, God, if this is what we're doing, then let's do it. When we're driving the car, if I don't need to get out, lock the door. If I don't need to speak to them, roll the window down. If I don't need to short conversation, crack the window. I'm being very specific, and you are driving this car, and I'm not touching the wheel. I don't care if you say, Tyler, hold the wheel for 2 seconds. No, because if I hold this wheel, I'm going to veer off. I don't want to do it. I'm not going unless you say go. And even when you say go, I'm gonna look back and be like, who all there? Because when we did this before, I'm at that point where my millions are waking up. I've had my yes with God, and I've had my yes with me, and in doing that, I am seeing the benefits of saying yes to my dreams, saying yes to myself, saying yes to my goals, and saying no to the noise.
And
If
saying
people
no.
want to talk about, why are you doing that? Well, I'm not doing it for you, babe. Oh, the content is cringy. Don't watch it, love. Oh, you're trying to be something you're not. I'm exactly who I am. If I
Mm,
am aspiring to better myself in and who cares? Do not
right,
project your fears onto me. I don't care if the industry is saturated. I don't care if you're doing this. I don't care. I am doing what feels right to me.
right.
And if doing what feels right to me feels weird to you, or feels unauthentic to you, or feels follow the leader to you, then I'm sorry that you don't. I'm sorry you're not woke. I'm
Ooh,
sorry your millions are in your dreams.
ooh,
You
that's
I'm
good.
sorry that you won't dig deep into yourself to figure out who you really are. I'm
Mm,
sorry you won't pursue the passion you have locked up in your head, because we don't see your TikTok saves, but we see your TikTok saves. We know you want to start the clothing business. We know you want to do that. So why are you mad at me for actually doing it? Why are you slick shading me because I'm actually doing it? Because I wish you would too.
mm,
Sorry. Sorry, not
mm,
sorry. I'm not sorry for me no more. I'm me unapologetically. The Glamour Blueprint, Araya Hope. She was like, she's my baby. She has this amazing fashion brand. Shout out to her. She told me to demand my space.
mm.
Um, Kick down the door. Like, you've been doing it, but you've been doing it like this. And I'm like, excuse me. I feel like I didn't been no.
Right,
But
right.
then I had to realize, like, you know what? I have. I have been playing it small a little bit. I have been holding back a little bit. I have been playing it safe no more. God, if this is what we doing, if I'm your warrior, and if this is what we doing, all right, cool.
Cool.
But then it's the It's the push through the naysayers. It's the push through the low views. It's the push through the low likes. It's the push through the mold, because if you don't, you sleeping on yourself, you sleeping on your millions, you sleeping on your business, you sleeping on
Wow.
the possibilities. Because as cliche as it sounds, what if it fails, but what if you fly?
Mm.
Roll
What
the
if it
dice,
fails?
flip the
What if you
coin.
fly?
What else do we have to do on this floating rock? Like, what else do we have to do on this floating rock besides wake up, get to the bag, get to the millions, get to the whatever you need to get to the hustle, get to the grind? Wake it up.
Yes,
Wake
wake
up.
it up. Every last one of us have something on the inside of us that is lying dormant, asleep. And Tyler said it best. He said, wake it up. Wake it up. Because when you become woke, the things that you were created to do here on earth begin to chase after you. Like literally, I'm sure, Tyler, the things that you are doing now, they chased after you. The opportunities that were given to you, they chased after you. The
You
awards,
calling me? You talking to me?
they
Is it a
chasing
scam
after
likely
you.
number? Like, that was that wake up for me. That was that moment I said, Tyler, no more. Tyler, you're better than this. Tyler, you've done this before. You've built a brand from nothing. You've surpassed the naysayers. You've not cared what they said. You've done. So at this very moment where you feel like you're stuck and you don't know what to do is when you start to push. And even though it took me like a month to really be like, all right, Tyler, get up. Nah, I'm asleep. Get up, T. Come on, like you gotta. And then once I finally was like, you know what? All right, let me wash my face. Let me brush my teeth real quick because I know I got this. And me saying I got this and me demanding my space, demanding my prayers, demanding what I wanted has truthfully chased me down to the point where I'm like, I can say no. I have the ability to say no to things that don't feel good to me. I have the ability to decline offers, even though the dollar may be grand or it may be a good look or it may be
Mhm.
this. That doesn't align with me right now, babe.
Right.
That doesn't align with the brand. And all praises to God, all praises to the Most High, because I didn't even realize that until now. I have the ability and the wherewithal, the bandwidth, the finances, the resources to say no,
To
to,
say
to say
no.
no. And that's where that imposter syndrome comes in, because we run so fast that we forget to smell the roses. We
Mm.
forget to see its kids chasing us, wanting to know what it is. We forget, but all along, we're just waking up day by day, hitting the ground running, hitting the ground of possibilities. And at this very moment, I am like, every day for me is a kid waking up on the first day of school. Outfit
Right.
laid out, like I'm eager to see what today is gonna bring. I'm eager to see what happens. I'm ready for the opportunities. I'm ready for the meetings. I'm ready for the bring it to me. I'm ready for whatever comes my way. And
Whatever comes your way.
even if I'm not ready, give me 5 minutes in the bathroom. I'm gonna rehearse my lines really quickly, and I'll come out ready. Give
Oh,
me give me some prayer time. Give me some. You need me to do what? Say how? Okay, let me do it real quick. Give me some. When you understand that you have the ability, you have the wherewithal, you have you have the voice to speak what you seek
mm,
and see what you said in the same sentence. It's you'll never raise your tongue in judgment again. You'll never look at someone trying. You'll never be scared to try again. You'll never be scared to be who you are. You'll never be scared, because at that very moment you're awake and you see that this is possible. You
mm.
see that this is me and this is possible, and like, god damn it, I've worked for it, and this is what I'm
Right.
gonna do. Period. Wake it up.
Period.
Wake up. Wake
Wake it up.
up to the possibilities of a life, because the world, the world is beautiful. The world is waiting for you. The world will move on past you if
Mm.
you don't The choice is ultimately yours, and I want the people to understand, and I want me to understand. Even though I do these interviews, I'm getting back into the swing of things. We gotta really talk because I want to go on tour for real. Like I want to do some big things.
Okay.
I'm going to wake up the world. I'm going to
Amen.
show the world that I'm here. I am going
Amen.
to show the world that even if I gotta hire the paparazzi, this is in all transparency. Even if I
Mhm.
gotta pay the publications, even if I gotta dress it up and fluff it up, if I have to do that to make the world be like, Tyler who? Tyler the celebrity, Tyler the realtor, Tyler this, that, and the third. Who is this kid? Who is this person? Like if I have to ultimately do whatever it is and blow myself up to kick the door down and demand my space, call me crazy. Call me delusional. Call me insane. Call me woke. Call me a multimillionaire. Call me a mogul. Call me my ancestors' greatest dream. Call
Ooh.
me it ran into my family until it ran into me.
Oh,
Call me,
come
don't call me
on.
broke. I'm
Y'all being
telling
schooled. Listen, this is Tyler University on Wake Up Your Millions. Listen, Tyler University has just did an amazing lecture on being woke. Being
wake it
woke.
up.
Wake it up, wake it up. And guys, listen, if you didn't catch this, you need to replay it because there were so many nuggets that you shared that I was
Thank
trying
you.
to capture just now. But at the same time, I was sitting on the edge of my hurt back seat, like, wow, like, wow, he's saying a mouthful here. You said so much. Oh my goodness,
I
about
believe it. I believe it to my core. I am at the point that we are at the point where you know what? It's gotta work. There
uh,
is no plan B. There is no
oh.
plan C. There is no it has to work. I changed my name to Tyler the Celebrity 9 years ago. And since then I have been proven and proven and proven to myself that I made the right decision. You've made the right decision at Seed So and so. The first time we met was so it wasn't by chance. It
No,
was not by chance. It was by purpose. And look at the interviews later. Look at what we've accomplished. Look at what we've said. Look at where we are. And this ain't even. This is play.
this
This
is play.
this is this is a level that we're just beginning. Wait until the mold breaks. Wait until the mold breaks because it's right around the corner.
The
It,
mold
it's
breaks.
right around the corner. I it ran into them until it ran into me. That's take it up with whoever you believe in. Take it up.
Take
Take it up
it
with them.
up. Wait until the mold breaks. My God, my God, my God. All I could think about is in the Bible where Jesus talks about us being the clay and he begins to mold us, the potter's wheel. And we're the clay, and he begins to mold us. And that's exactly what it feels like. It feels like when you are chosen, you're molded into who you would become. Again, when you're chosen before you can choose. You
Correct.
you didn't even get a choice in the matter. You're
No.
already chosen. Listen, before you were conceived in your mother's womb, the Bible tells us that God said, "Hey, that's Tyler. His name shall be Tyler, and Tyler shall be great. Her name shall be Angelica, and Angelica shall be great." We didn't
Correct.
have a choice in the matter. We really
Correct.
didn't. And when you really look at it in hindsight, you go, wow, how amazing is it
I
that
wouldn't want it any other way.
he saw
Any
fit
other way.
that I could be among that number,
Me.
that
The
I
the
could be
liar,
chosen.
the cheater, the thief, the
Filthy
frantic,
rags,
the
he called
the
us. Filthy rags, we were like, and he can say, listen, I'm going to clean them up. I'm going to mold them, and then I'm going to present them to the world, and I'm going to endorse them. Like, here's the thing that people don't understand about the chosen: we are endorsed by the Most High. Like, you get on a platform, we don't even try to be seen. It's like, hey, you in the back, come here. It's almost like you are seen when you don't even want to be seen. God is so amazing. I think Tyler has frozen for a minute. He'll be back, guys. Hey, Facebook Live, it's your girl Angelica, aka CISO and Sister, and you're here on Wake Up Your Millions. I'm waiting for Tyler to unfreeze.
Boo.
There he is. So I'm here on spring break with my daughter and her amazing three boys. So if you know anything about three boys, you get rough. So that's what happened to my back, and that's why I can't even move right now, like literally. I'm sitting in my oldest room and it's filled with dragons and things of that nature. So I had to show y'all his little cute little wall right there. But anywho, he'll be 10 this year, and I'm really sad about it. But I'm really grateful that I lived to see it. God is so good. But Tyler's back now, guys. So, yes, so being chosen, listen, and being molded into who God created you to be is such a blessing. There's a light on the chosen that sometimes we want dimmed, not so our light don't shine, but just so we can get rest. Like I need
So
to.
we can get rest and organize and smell the roses and sit in it and just really just breathe.
Someone
It don't
told me
happen.
the other day, something came to me and they said, "No, Angelica, stop. Just stop. Take this in. Don't run on to the next thing. Take it in." And I was just like, "Okay." And they was like, "I mean it. Just stop. Now breathe. Now I'm going to repeat what just happened to you." And he said, we get so caught up on moving to the next thing that we don't embrace what God is doing in the moment.
Correct.
And he said, be still, don't you move. Like he literally made me be still and was like, don't move. Do you understand what just happened to you? Do you understand the opportunity that was presented to you? Do you understand the favor that's on you? And I was just like, yeah, I think
Favor is
so.
fair. Favor is fair.
Favor is fair. A
Favor
lot
is
of people
fair.
say it's not fair, but it is fair.
I've learned, and this is all my teachings from August till now. I went through a crazy 2 year hiatus, a crazy 2 year confusion, depression, just a crazy 2 years.
Right.
2022 and 2023 was crazy, crazy for me. But it's in those crazy moments that you sit back and you realize this this is it. This is there's something that's on the inside of me that is not going to allow me to walk away from this thing.
Mm,
There's something that no matter how much I try to do it a my way or twist and turn, and it's pulling me here. I want to go here, I want to go there because it looks good over here. The likes are over here, the attention's over here, the applause are over here, the social liking is over here, but we supposed to be here. I have learned that favor is fair. Favor is fair, and the people that say it's not fair just haven't had any.
ooh,
The people that say grace, grace. I I finally know what grace is at 26 years old. I know that grace. I got it. I I know that me being a good person didn't go unnoticed. I know that my efforts, my my tears, my this, my that, those didn't go unnoticed. It was at the moment that I had to accept that, you know what? I had to wake up and be like, you know what, God, I have favor and it's fair to me. I have grace because you sustained me. I I'm holding you accountable. 225, you said this is my season of repayment. This is my season. I don't have next up. I'm not around the corner. I am not on the way. We in the now. We in the here. We in my time is now. This is my season. I got now.
he
I
said,
don't
I'm
have
not
next
next up.
up.
It's not around the corner. It's right now. It's right now
I got now.
because favor
I
is
got
fair.
now. Because favor is fair. And as long as I know I have right now and I believe I have right now, I believe it's my time. I believe that what I'm doing is right. I'm walking, talking in my purpose, in my dreams and my passion. I know that it's gonna always be my season. And I know that even when it's not my season, It's preparing me for the greatest season of my life. Call it ebb and flow. Call it in real estate. Call it karma in the Buddhists. Call it what
Cause and
goes around
effect.
comes around. Cause it cause and effect. Cause it the law of polarity. Call it whatever, but call it favor. Call it for what it is.
Yeah.
Call it self awareness. Call it woke. Call it delusional. Call it whatever you have to call it, but don't stop answering the phone. That's it.
Wow. Wow.
That's it.
Wow. This was one of to me one of our best interviews because I'm listening to you. I hear your growth. I see your growth.
Thank
I
you.
hear I hear what you have endured. I hear you finishing the race. I hear um the race isn't given to the swift. I hear by any means necessary. I
By any
mean,
means
I hear
necessary.
it all, and I couldn't be more proud of you. Like, I hear so much in this hour dialogue that we have shared that has my heart smiling because I'm just like, wow, I've known this young man since he was 19 years old, and now he's 26, and I have seen the transition. I have been a part of the transition,
Yes.
but more importantly, I have seen God's grace on you. I've
Thank you.
seen God take you from glory to glory to glory to glory. So if you ever want to know if God's hand is on your life, just see if you're going from glory to glory to glory to glory. A
Thank
lot
you.
of people may say next level, next level, next level, next level, new heights, new heights, new heights, whatever it is. But I have witnessed this from real estate to becoming a brand ambassador, from, the work that you do with young people in your old school and your old community, to you having bigger plans of building your own school one day, you going into the spa business, and building a spa, from scratch, like
Thank
literally.
you.
Even when people were the naysayers were trying to come against it, you built that one, you ran it, you operated, and then went and bought a bigger one. So it's just like, come on, say what you want to say because I'm gonna keep on building over here. As long
Correct.
as God keep providing the bricks, I'm gonna
Correct.
keep on building. I'll keep
Thank you
on
for that.
building.
Thank you for that. I'm so glad I did not cry this entire interview. I'm learning to receive the grace. I'm learning to receive the love. I'm learning to receive the favor. I'm learning to receive the outpour of blessings. And I want the world to know, I want the people to know that tears are don't always mean sadness.
Right.
Tears, I am so grateful for the opportunities life presents me every day. I don't know how else to express that like without my tears. I don't know. And I think I know it to be because the long nights, the wishing, the praying, the seeing, the pushing, the climbing the ladder is so worth it.
Mm.
I want you to also sit and understand the person you are. You have literally been such a mountain in my life.
Oh.
You have had the front row seat to me, and I want you to always have the front row seat because it is talking to other interviewers and reading other blog posts about me and receiving the the flowers does not feel the same. That goes back to the chosen one. That goes back to you operating in your purpose. You have such a gift, and even in the times when I question where your strength comes from. I question where your tenacity comes from.
Mhm.
I question because I just don't understand yet what's the end result. I love looking to you and seeing something new. I love seeing a new photo shoot of you with Sid and Casey and
Oh,
you in Houston doing your thing. I'm like, this is what consistency looks like. This is what, no matter what, this is what my time, this is what favorite, this is what purpose, this is what chosen looks like. So I know for a fact, if that's what it looks like, I got it too. I know for a fact if that person can do and endure and keep going, I can do it too because it's possible.
it's
The
possible.
from the radio interview, we first met to meeting at Casey's unannounced, just didn't know each other, to here to there to just sitting on the couch with Daniela that day to just being a part of each other's season. Hey, you have something that I cannot wait until it blows.
Oh,
I cannot wait until you are sitting on your talk show. I can't wait until
oh,
you are authoring your book with the New York Times. I can't wait until the book
amen.
signings
I
are done.
receive God.
I can't wait until, because I also know a thing or two about scratching and digging and building and going and busting through the doors and kicking it down and picking the lock in. I know that oh too well. So thank you for always showing me that it's possible, but always giving the platform for others to see and shine a light on them as well.
Oh,
No tears.
okay, I have a whole water eye here, and I'm sitting here like for you to say, thank you for showing me what is possible. And thank you for showing me what I too possess. That just almost took me out because you do possess all of those things and you're doing it at an age and a stage that not only will be remembered, but it's going to change the trajectory of so many people lives. Like so many young people
Thank
lives.
you.
So many young people lives. They're just going to look to you. They're already looking to you like Tyler the celebrity, but Tyler the mogul, Tyler the author, Tyler the multimillionaire, Tyler the influencer, and
Yes.
all of these titles to you, to myself, mean nothing if we aren't touching and saving and changing people's lives. And I know
Correct.
that about you to be true, and you know that about me to be true. We enjoy the
Correct.
accolades, we enjoy the praises, but at the end of the day, who life did I change? When we
Correct.
take our last breath, did we leave the earth a little bit better than we found it?
Correct.
And that's our ultimate goal.
Correct.
That's our ultimate goal. So, see, waking up your millions audience, it's not necessarily about currency. It's not
Correct.
necessarily about money. It's about waking up what's on the inside of you that you can then package and gift to the world to change someone's life, to make someone's
Correct.
life better, to change someone's day or week. Let's start with 24 hours.
Kindness.
Kindness. If you could just say good morning to someone, you'll never know what that means. I can't even express how many times people tell me my hug changed their lives. I'm a hugger, and
I'm such a hugger.
I didn't grow up with hugs like that. So I hug everybody. I probably shouldn't, but I mean, I'm a hugger. So it's just like, let me hug you. And I remember this young lady once really quick because we've gone over time and she said, "You really hugged
Okay.
me." She said, "You really hugged me." And I meant
I
it.
did.
I did. And I meant it. I really meant it. Hugs could change your life, man.
There there's the difference, and we'll end with this. There's a difference in being raised off of love and being raised off of survival. I think people have been so warped into being in survival mode that when people show them genuine love, they don't know how to receive it. They don't
Right.
know how to accept it. They don't know what it is to embrace you in a hug. They
I was
don't know what
her.
it is. I was him.
Yeah.
Because how does someone, what makes me worthy of love?
Mm,
Before was the question, like, what made me worthy of a hug? Like, you have no idea who you're hugging. You have no, and if you knew, you probably would look at me a little differently.
right.
Sorry. Sorry that in moments of survival that we had to make do with what we could do. We had to figure out and understand that one day this is gonna get better. So I want to leave waking up your millions to understand that it's not all about the money. It's not all about the power. It's about the freedom to live the life you so want, you so desire, and you so deserve.
Mm,
Everything that you think of yourself, you dream of yourself, you want to accomplish for yourself, you can. You can, because if it wasn't brought to you, if you couldn't, it wouldn't have been brought to you.
right.
That's just what it is. Wake up your millions, wake up your life, wake up your freedom, and wake up your purpose. Wake up
Ooh,
your soul, wake up whatever. Just wake up. How about we start with just waking up, and then we'll figure the rest out once we're awake?
I think I'm about to take all of that and use it as my subtitle. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I will give you your credit. I will be like Tyler Mills. You you just summed up Wake Up Your Millions in that little quick closing segment. So, hey guys, again, my name is Angelica, also known as a Seed Sowing Sister, and I am here with the talented,
Give it to me. Give it to me.
the talented, the most respected. This young man is respected. I respect him. So many people respect him. And we know that respect now, it's being washed away with morality in this country. So listen, he's a man of substance, a man of standards.
Thank you.
He's a man of promise, a man of love, and most of all, a man of his word. And I love him. I adore him. Tyler Mills, thank you for gracing me on Wake Up Your Millions. And it's a new show. And when I came to Houston, God was like, leave everything behind when you were sick. Leave all that behind. Don't bring any of the old titles or old shows with you. We're doing everything new. So this is new for me. This is a new season for me. And you are not old, meaning we have done interviews before, but every time we get together, it's something new. I get to
Yes.
unlock something in you, and
Yes.
then you share what God has unlocked in you. So we sharpen each other no matter how long it's been since we've talked. Iron will always sharpen iron
Correct.
when it comes to me and you. We are generations, I'm generations ahead of you, but yet and still the love and the respect that you have for me is the same love, respect, and admiration that I have and will always have and will always show you. So I want to tell you thank you.
Thank you.
And we have
Thank you.
so
Thank you.
much
You
more
are a
to do.
blessing. I wish you much success. I wish you much accolades. I wish you many views. I wish you many sponsors. I wish you many paid
Amen.
ads. Don't I wish that for you. I see that for you. And when you do, have me a segment. If I gotta get a time slot on the network, just give your boy a little something because I got
Oh,
some
you
things to
know I'm
say.
coming for you. So get ready anyway, because April 10th is the debut of my radio show running Houston. So, even if you got to get on the flight and come in the studio,
Please,
or we can do it over the
please.
phone, it
I
don't
am
even matter.
there.
We're gonna cross brand you. We're gonna
Let's do
bring
it. I am so
Tyler
proud of you.
Mills to Houston, Texas.
I'm holding you to that.
We're
I
gonna
am
bring the whole
holding you to
brand.
that.
Listen, I got you. Listen, we can already look on the calendar, look for May, and let's get you on the calendar
L
because
let's do it.
listen, Texas will know who Tyler the Celebrity is. Period. So that's what we're gonna
We
do. That's
and we would
it's
take advice
already
from
written
'em.
in stone. So have
Thank
an
you. I
amazing
love you
week.
so much.
I love you more,
You
like
too. I will talk to
genuinely.
you soon. Bye, guys.
Bye,
I love
guys.
you more than you ever know. Talk to you